Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to explore the basic information around glass fishing floats. First, what exactly are they? While most people believe that they are merely a decorative piece, these beautiful glass orbs and cylinders were originally produced to replace wooden floats that were traditionally used in fishing nets. The size and shape largely depended on what they were fishing for or how they are being used to catch fish or crustaceans. Smaller floats were generally used for small netting, whereas larger floats were used for large netting, or scallop pots, or things of that nature. They even used large floats for offshore netting of tuna and big game species. There were basically floats created and designed to accommodate every type of fishing, all made of glass. They were made in both the Americas and in Europe, but the bulk of all the floats were actually made in Japan. The floats are largely composed of recycled glass and were hand blown into a variety of steel molds. This also explains why the overwhelming majority of Japanese floats found are green-blue, the color of sake bottles. The production of glass floats began in the early 1900s and continued through the 1970s. During this time all the glass floats were blown by hand. In the early 70s, the industry began using aluminum and plastic, which was much lighter and more durable than the glass floats. While there are reproductions being made today, the majority of these floats are 50 to 100 years old and highly collectible. Nowadays they are used as home decor and decorations, as well as put into collections and even museums in the Pacific Northwest. There are some streets in Japan where the floats have been converted into lights and they illuminate an entire block of shops. Some businesses in the States also use the floats as decorations in their entryways or other decor in restaurants or hotels. Which raises the question, what are they worth? That is actually very difficult to answer. The reality is floats generally become more valuable the rarer they are. They can be rare by their shape, their color, their markings, and other deformations created in the process of their production. A small 2-inch blue-green float with no markings could be as cheap as $5, whereas other floats can sell for thousands of dollars. In another video we'll discuss all the variations of floats you can find and the process which had to occur to create some of these rare floats. While it's impossible to know exactly how many floats were produced over the 70-year time period, it's safe to say the numbers are probably close to 1 million. Having said that, they have been hunted and collected for the last 50+ years and are slowly becoming harder and harder to find. Years ago, in the Pacific Northwest, many people found them in Oregon, Washington, and Alaska. Nowadays, it seems to be a rare occasion that anyone discovers one in that region of the world. There are still areas in Japan where the glass floats are still used and it is possible to find them on the beaches and coastal areas. But even in Japan there are less and less to find. While it's possible to purchase them online through various shops and specialty stores, avid collectors still have dreams of picking them up off the shore by themselves. Please smash that like button and subscribe. Also let me know what other topics you would like to discuss in the future. If you are looking for floats online or on the beach, happy hunting and good luck.